Hi there, this is Andrew from Hot Tub Focus, and today we're going to look at the rather awkward question of how long is too long to sit in a hot tub. So, is it possible to sit in your hot tub for too long? And it's a bit like asking the question, well, can you have too much of a good thing, isn't it, really? Which I suppose you can to a certain extent, because lots of good things, unfortunately, aren't particularly good for you, or lots of enjoyable things aren't good for you. But being in a hot tub, well, it is good for you, but you need to be careful and take one or two precautions. So, how long is too long for in a hot tub? Well, the general sort of consensus is that somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes is absolutely fine. And you're not going to have any problems being in a hot tub as a reasonable temperature for that amount of time. 45 to 60 minutes, and the accepted wisdom is that you're pushing it a little bit. Anything over 60 minutes is not advised by the hot tub gurus or the hot tub gods in the sky. I don't know who, but it's not a great idea to be in there for more than an hour. 45 minutes to an hour is absolute tops. Now this will change obviously depending on a number of variables, a number of variable circumstances. So, for example, the outside air temperature. If you're in 40-degree centigrade heat outside and you're in a 40-degree hot tub, your body is going to heat more quickly than if you were in your hot tub in almost, well, sub-zero temperatures. If you were sitting in the snow with the snow sort of trickling on your head, which is absolutely lovely, but you are going to lose a lot more heat through your head and through your face, and your body will find it easier to keep its core temperature down. So the outside temperature, the variety of outdoor temperature will make a difference to how long you can stay in your hot tub. Also, how good sort of physical health you're in generally will make a difference. If you're a fit, healthy person, chances are you will be able to stay in the hot tub more comfortably for longer. If you have a heart problem, or you have low or high blood pressure, then you might find that it's not so good to stay in for so long, and you may feel that you need to get out sooner. That's not to say that it's not good for you to be in a hot tub, but you might find that your body, just needs a little bit of a break more occasionally. If you're a woman, apparently women can stand hot temperatures or enjoy hot temperatures more than men do. So if you are a woman, then you might find that you can stay in a hot tub for longer than your male companions. If they're in there with you, they might be like dashing out to get a drink, and you may just be still luxuriating in there, which in some ways can be quite good, because you get the hot tub to yourself. It'll also depend on how deep you are in the water and how deep the water is as well. If you're literally up to your chin while you're in the hot tub for 40 minutes, again, there's less skin area exposed to the air, so your body will find it harder to dissipate the heat, and you may be able to not stay in as long. If you're only going up into your waist, then obviously the whole top part of your body will dissipate heat, and that will make a difference. And obviously the big question, or the big one, is the water temperature. Your body temperature is going to be around about 37 degrees. If the water temperature is 36, 37 degrees, you will be able to stay in much longer than you comfortably stay in longer than you will be if the water temperature is 40 degrees. Although having water temperature at 39, which is really the highest sort of recommended level, a little higher than your body temperature, is really, really nice. But it means that you may not be able to stay in for a hugely long time. So what happens to your body then when you are in a hot tub? Well, basically your blood vessels under your skin dilate. When you come out of somewhere where it's been really, really hot, your skin is sometimes hot and blotchy and a little prickly, and that's the blood vessels dilating. The blood is rushing to cool the skin. And it can mean that your blood pressure can drop a little bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it's trying to fill the blood vessels. And it can mean that your heart has to work faster, it can beat faster, and the blood is pumping a little bit more energetically around your body, which is great, which is a really, really good thing in many ways, because it oxygenates the body really, really well. Eventually you'll find that your core temperature increases, and this is where the main problems can lie. So what are the symptoms then of being in there for too long? How do you know if you've been in a hot tub for too long? Well, one of the obvious ones is that you might actually find that your heart is beating faster. You might feel that it's sort of going 10 to the dozen, and it's just starting to feel a little bit, you might start to feel a little bit breathless, or you may just feel that, enough is enough and it's feeling like hard work for some reason, and you just get out and have a drink, have a cool down and a rest, and go back in again. You might find that your skin's burning. If it is really hot, if it's on the 39-40 degree limit, something like that, you may find that you are getting really, really hot in your skin, and that your body's just not able to cool the skin quickly enough, and it starts to prickle and feel uncomfortable, in which case, again, just get out and cool off. Feeling lightheaded or dizzy is very common if you've been in for too long. If your blood pressure has dropped, then that can make you feel a little bit sort of strange, and that's one of the main main problems. Could you potentially faint? Some people possibly could, but the main issue is when you stand up to get out of the hot tub, keeping your balance if you are feeling dizzy, and that is a real sort of danger point, where if you're not feeling particularly well, you need to recognize the symptoms of that and get out of the hot tub while you're not feeling dizzy, and you can still balance and get down the steps safely. Overheating and dehydration. You know when you start to feel dehydrated. They do say that if you feel thirsty, then you're well on your path to being dehydrated. So it's actually really important to drink before you go to the hot tub, and also just to sip water or something, a fruit juice, something non-alcoholic ideally, while you're in the hot tub. Apparently, if you're in a hot tub for an hour, you can sweat up to a pint of sweat into the hot tub, which is disgusting if you're in there with 4 other people. But your body dehydrates quite quickly, so drinking in the hot tub is a really good idea. We all I love having a prosecco or something nice and alcoholic to drink in a hot tub. In many ways, it's the worst thing you can do. Alcohol dehydrates you. If you have too much of it, alcohol makes you feel a bit dizzy as well, and it makes it difficult to recognize the symptoms of when you're feeling just a little bit under the influence of alcohol, or whether you are actually starting to feel slightly dehydrated or slightly dizzy because you've been in the hot tub for too long. Finally, if things get really, really bad, if you do feel slightly nauseous, or you feel you need to vomit, then obviously that's the sign to get out. Again, to help with that, it's not necessarily a good idea to eat before you go in the hot tub, not a big meal anyway. And it's not a great idea to eat while you're in the hot tub either. Your body has enough work really dealing with keeping your core temperature down and keeping you hydrated. Then it doesn't really need to be trying to digest food as well. So I hope that's really been helpful and given you a few ideas about how long it is too long to stay in your hot tub. You can find out more information by clicking on the link below, which leads to Hot Tub Focus, and there's a blog post there about how long it's safe to stay into your hot tub. So check that out and you'll get a little bit more information there, and you can read it at your leisure rather than listening to my rather fast delivery, which I seem to have at the moment. Okay, great. Thank you very so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.